sure. Why not? Let's play under strength. The strength of the wild against Slurty, Blurty, Flirtin the second. Swedish Chef. I think I've used that joke before. I've done 400 of these things. I've used every joke before. Watch them all twice. What is this? This is a hand. Holy monkey. I play first? That seems good. Mulligan down to, like, no cards. Because you got too many, sir. Lord of Leviathans. What happened to Steam, you guys? Am I locked out? Did that guy leave? Nope, I'm good. Pow, go. Now, he should know exactly what deck I'm playing, because that forest doesn't appear in any other pile. These Ravnica forests especially don't show up anywhere. Zombies! Yeah, I'm a big old zombie. Yeah. Oh, man, this guy's got too many cards. Can I beat the terrible zombie build with Mr. Green McWeenies? Let's see what's happening. This isn't weenies, though. This is big, strong dudes. That's the build here. D-Blade. You can D me in the face. Nope, just Black Cat. I've done that before, too. Holy shit. Name of the episode is Rerun. So, unfortunately, this is what I have to do here. Increase the chances of me getting rid of a card that I don't like by keeping everything in my hand. So we want Forest or Garruk's Companion to leave. I'm fine with that. Force. Come on, don't screw me. I'm okay with that. I could have, well, we don't know that I could have played Ranker. We're not sure on that. So he's going to drop Drawf's Messenger because he thinks he's hot shit. There's just another Black Cat. Okay. I don't even care what my hand has anymore. You are really good. I like your deck. I like your build. I like what you did with it. You put some cards in. You're telephoning in. Pop. He's got removal. He's got the tendrils. He's going to tendril on my balls. He could have Doomblade, which he'd main phase, because he kind of has to, because this thing goes off on my upkeep. He's got... Okay, I'm okay with that. So Vial costs 1 to go ahead and put in Turkogenian's Death Touch until end of turn. He's attacking in, which I'm actually super surprised about. Now this guy has First Strike. We're going to go ahead and let that go. I could Overwhelming Stampede, which would be okay, but not great. Got a dude there. That's pretty good. He has Mutilate, which is not good for me, unless I put Fangren down and start being able to attack. Let's go ahead and put that. Now I can kill this because First Strike doesn't take effect. Whenever creature dealt damage, he will gain 2 life though. Less than ideal, but not terrible. So I do have 1 removal spell. I can't kill Black Cat, so that has to stay out there. He's only got 2 cards in hand. The cards I don't want him to have are Tendrils of Corruption, or, well, if he has 1 mana, then he could play Revive a Zombie, Kill a Guy. That's also not great for me. We're going to play Fangren. If I Ranker Fangren and then Stampede... He's tapped down, so he can't... Because my removal works without that. Everybody will get +6. Plus, Fangren will go off, giving everyone an additional +1. Next turn could be pretty bloody, if everything goes alright. Bloodghast I don't care about, that's fine. What else do you have for me? So I don't instep kill anything because I want to Overwhelming Stampede. He can't block with the 2/1, so that's good. I get another dude, which is inconsequential at this point. Now, Overwhelming Stampede, all my dudes are pretty much safe. Yeah, everybody would be completely safe. He has the 2-up for the Doomblade, so Doomblade could happen, but I'll still get the +6 to everyone. Pop it. Okay, so yeah, I did. Move to my combat step. Go ahead and attack with everyone, because we'll go ahead and get those +1/+1 counters on everybody. They'll have Trample, That's a win, right? I'm not a mathematician, but that seems like quite a bit. Like 32 damage or something like that. What is it? That's 19 right there. I don't think that's good enough. Vial of Poison. Fair enough. I'm confused as to what... Can I not do math? Okay, interesting. Alright, that's why Vial of Poison's garbage. It's not... I mean, it's kind of instant speed, I guess. I don't know. It's not great. What you got for me, sir? No! Shamed! We shamed him out there. Got rid of him. What time? How long was that? Not very long, right? Can I do 2 more? That was kind of long. We had to think a lot. Beat zombies with this deck. Let's take a look at this deck build. I'm not happy with it, but I'll tell you what I'm doing with it, and it's a little bit different than probably what you've seen. I've got the 3 rankers in there because ranker is a quality card. Just pure and simple. I ran 4 of them in, standard when I was playing it. I'm going to run as many as I can in this. Fauna Shaman is a 2/2 for 2. That's Grizzly Bears for me, be honest with you. I don't use that ability hardly ever. I do have Recurrence, though, so I can get cards out of my graveyard, which is nice, but even still, not great. We got these 3 guys, 3/3 for 2, unheard of back when I first started playing. It's a great card. Grook's Companion, 3/2, all day. Trample, that's okay. Revive, like I said, we got the recursion a little bit. We've got Prayer to Ooze, which is actually that's a quality card too. There were some crazy things that you could do in Standard when I very first started out with Prayer to Ooze, actually, which was a lot of fun. Gloom Widow's garbage. I hate this card. I absolutely hate this card, but I want 23 creatures in it. Like, this isn't even the ratio I want. I want less spells, to be honest with you. If Gloom Widow was any other card, I'd be way happier if it was any other creature, but there's nothing at the low end of the spectrum that is creature-wise that I can put in. There's no other low-cost creatures. I don't really understand what this deck's trying to accomplish, but whatever. Gloom Widow's in there because it's a 3/3 attacker. The other thing that makes that garbage is that there are like no flyers in the format. There's no flyers that win consistently in the format. Most of the stuff that you're going to encounter early on when Gloom Widow comes down is going to be your quick ground guys, your zombies, and your humans. So I don't know why this card is even in the format. It kind of makes me a little angry. I think you can hear it. Eternal Witness is the 2/1. It's Recurrence as well, mixed with the Revive is actually pretty good. Leatherback's good. I like him. This is 1 in the ass, but it is hexproof, so I do like that. This is just a 3/3 for 3. I like that. Master of the Wild Hunt is a 3/3, makes dudes. Fangren's in there. Cudgel Troll. Brawn's in there. I got both Bramble Crushes, and I'm not sure about that, to be honest. How much enchantment bust is there? Nothing in black. White might have something that I haven't seen, or that, because I know that Sealed has it. I don't recognize everything, so we just gotta go through. It probably wouldn't be in my main, I don't think. We're looking for the only card they pretty much ever print that busts artifacts, is that one thing where you gain some life afterwards. I don't think it's in this one. I don't think it's in the other one. Obviously, your O-rings are going to come down and screw that. But, so that is something to be mindful of. What else do we have? We have this guy. I can't even look at all the cards. Well, screw it. I think we might put Ascension in, which wasn't good last year, but in Hunter's Strength it might be okay. Bramble Crush doesn't see a lot of play. How many is it? It's so many attacks, though. 7? Oh my god. I just don't... It doesn't go off, because if this deck does what it's supposed to do, then you win on turn 5. That's how it's supposed to go. You win on turn 5. I'll keep going through it. We can talk more about that during the actual deck tech, really. Vorpede's in here. Tangleworm just wins against the popular decks. Overwhelming Stampede, of course, is in here. Love that card. All 3 overruns and 2 enlarges because this is designed to win, like I said, on turn 5. This comes down. Sometimes you just win from that. So all my 5 drops, barring Vorapede, which is just, again, it's a quality card. That's a really good dude. If I don't have one of this deep end, some of this deep end ocean type stuff, I do want to have Vorapede, you know, have my back there because you can have a good time with him out as well. So that's the build that I have for this currently. Like I said, I'm not super happy with it, but it is what I am running. Let's just see if we can get a new one within like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. And we'll go ahead and do one more game. I don't think we'll run a full match against this next opponent, but... Oh, that went down the wrong pipe. Ew, it's terrible. I hate when that happens. Hunter's Strength, though, could have been a contender. That's my main problem with this deck, and that's the main thing that I have against M14 this game. Not, you know, I guess it's D14. Is that what they do? That's the little symbol they do in the corner. The main problem I have with it, it feels like watered down versions of last year's decks. I mean, to be honest with you, and I tried not to complain about it. You guys know that. I try and give this game a fair shake, and I try and, like, love this game as much as I can. Excuse me. But basically last year we had like a better red deck. This year's red deck is just a worse version of that one. We had a better green deck. This one's a worse version of that. Like, but it could have been really good. Like if we didn't have Gloom Widows and if we didn't have that, we have so many crazy 5-drop spells that it could have been really good. And that's the thing. Like there's a lot of potential in these decks. I just don't understand what exactly they were doing with them. I don't think we are getting another game here. Check. Yeah. I don't like our chances. That's anticlimactic, but that is the build, and that's the deck, and that's pretty much how it wins. You play a bunch of little stupid creatures that are inconsequential. Your opponent doesn't take them seriously. Hopefully they have tapped down mana on turn 5, and you play something insane turn 5 and try and get that win. I do like the deck because, you know, it does win on turn 5 fairly consistently. I've played it. That particular build, I might have played it... This is so clinical and dry. Like, I don't like this one, this episode. I've played this particular build maybe a half dozen times, and it's lost once. So, and all the wins that it has, the like 5 wins that it has have all been on turn 5. So, but like people don't take Gloom Widow. Like that's the thing. I mean, you can go down to 2 life if on turn 5 you're going to swing back for 33 or whatever I just did to my opponent in that last game. And that is the thing about this deck. Small dudes and just winners. Let me know what you think. I know you guys sounded off about that card before. My particular reservations about it, though, are that if I'm trying to win on turn 5, then Beastmaster's Ascension is way too slow. And that was my problem with it last year, is it was just too slow for my liking. It was too slow for what I was trying to do. The thing with Zenith is I don't know what I would grab, because all my dudes are pretty low value. Like, they're not really guys that I care about, like Fangrim, but I only have 1 of those, so it's not really that great. I mean, Brawn, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not exactly sure what you would get. Like, Tangleworm, obviously, but all my sorceries are my win con, so I don't know about Zenith. So let me know what you think about those 2 cards. I'm not promising that you're going to change my opinion, because I don't know. I don't know about that. We're going to talk about the Kill Me If You Can challenge later in the week. I want to give everybody pretty much a fair shake to get their responses in if they want to respond to it. But other than that, I want to watch you guys for checking out this video. Sorry it was so dry. I get really serious when I play some of the underpowered decks against some of the overpowered decks. Especially now, obviously, because I was recording. I wanted to show you guys that even though that wasn't a very good build, you can still take down those zombies and those humans. A lot of the problems, or a lot of the people out there, are just kind of riding on the coattails of those decks' success, and they have really terrible builds. So the key to winning against those people is to make sure that you keep your head above water, and make sure that you understand that if they have more than 60 cards, just assume that they are not as good as you. Because I think the actual boost to confidence, every other year I've ever talked about this game, I've said always assume that your opponent is going to make the best possible play you can think of, because they're probably better than you. And if you think of the best possible play you can think of and then go one step further, then you will almost always be ready for what your opponent's going to throw down. But on this one, it sounds like a lot of you guys are getting disheartened when you go up against those black decks and those white decks. So my advice for this year would be, if they have over 60 cards, just assume that they're worse than you. And hopefully that boost of confidence is going to see you through. Don't get sloppy, and still assume that their plays are going to be good, but just because they throw down a swamp and they drop, you know, Gravecrawler turn 1, don't think that you lost. That's probably the most important thing I can say. To that effect, we're going to be playing around with Dracomancer and stuff, because people have been asking for that. I'm not really going to be waiting for Wizards to get their shit together and start releasing this other stuff before they drop brand new decks on us. So I think we'll start moving. We'll start forward momentum. I just don't want to have to redo 60s, so maybe I'll just look at deck lists and take one card out and show you what the build will be, and then we'll do gameplay later. I'm not sure. A lot of stuff going on. Anyway, you guys, sorry about this one. Like, I'm in a really good mood. I'm high energy today. I don't know what happened. It just got very clinical, very dry, and I'm sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed the episode, though. Be sure to comment on the Kill Me If You Can one, which is titled Callback, because there were so many different jokes that we've talked about earlier in that episode. And it was a really fun episode, so be sure you check that one out if you haven't yet. It's the one posted right before this one. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening to me blather on for no reason for this long. Thanks a lot, and I will see you on the next video.